Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is going to be another episode of Trivia Tuesday. For this video, I've got my notes here. I did do notes in the computer, but it's become, I don't know if I want notes in the computer or notes on my notebook, so I kind of switch back and forth. But we're going to be doing the 53 Ford Victoria. Actually, we're going to be doing the 52, 53, and 54 Ford Victoria. Because in my research, that's what I found, that this particular body type, those were the years for this particular body type. I didn't quote my sources because there was a ton of research that I did this time around. Even though this is going to be a shorter Trivia Tuesday, I'm looking to make it. I'm changing this one up. I'm looking to make it a little bit about the car. Well, I mean, it's all about the car, but a little bit about the actual real car and a little bit about the model kit. So I did, in one of my sources, I actually did go to ScaleMates on the web. I can't figure out how to get it into my phone. If anybody can send me a link on how to get ScaleMates into my phone, I would take it. But I don't know how to do it. I've looked it up on, what's it called, the App Store, and I'm clearly doing something wrong. So we'll get right into this car right after the intro. We're going to get right into the 53 Ford Victoria. This particular kit is by Lindbergh. I did the model unboxing a little bit over a year ago. We're looking at kit number 72172 right there. This isn't going to be an unboxing, but I'm going to show you a little bit of the car. It looks like a really fun car to build. I've had it for probably, I did the model unboxing a little over a year ago. I probably had this car a couple years. This car has a copy. Is it a copyright? 1997. Copyright 1997, made in USA. All rights reserved. Trademark registered. And it's a Lindbergh kit. The person that I bought this from, I bought it at a model show. He did a really great job packaging it, and I think I packaged it back up how he had it. He even wrote notes. There's a note. Says missing issue, sealed bags complete, and he was right. This was a complete kit. And when I bought it from him at the model show, he gave me a business card. I wish I still had the business card in front of me. I probably still have it in my model box. But he said that if there was anything wrong with this car, because he gave me this note that says complete. If there's anything wrong with the car, reach out to him. He sold me the car for $10. He was such a good dude, and he sold me a Corvette for $10. We also unboxed the Corvette not too long back either. Well, I say not too long back. Both of these unboxings were around a year ago. But it comes, it's got a nice set of tires. You got the tread there. Actually, you know what? I'll show you the tread. So he bags up all of the stuff. The two kits that I got from him were all bagged up. I don't know if you can see that or not. Let's see if we can get you a look at it this way. It's just not focusing, is it? Well, anyway, these are the tires. He bagged this up to avoid tire burn. He bagged up the glass, all of the clears. It even came in with like a, nope, that's just tape. I was going to say it came with an amber, but it's just tape. But all of the clears and all of the reds he bagged up. I'm going back to the model show where I saw him this October, right here in Bennington, Vermont. I mean, I live in Manchester, but it's in Bennington is where I saw him. He was there. I went last year, but I didn't buy anything from him. I didn't buy anything at all. I just went kind of walk around. But I mean, I will be going back to him. So to get right into this kit, or get right into this Trivia Tuesday, here's my notes. I just hand wrote notes as I found them. So I looked up the history of the model kits, and what I found was And I found this on ScaleMates. So when I looked up the history of the model kits, if I'm reading it correctly, this was my first time ever being on ScaleMates. So if I'm wrong, somebody out there needs to reach out. Excuse me. I found that it was a Johan kit initially, and it dated back to actually 1952. It was that particular Johan kit was described as a die-cast kit, and it was a promo kit. The production covered 1952 to 1954, and it was listed as a pace car. I didn't actually get the images, but it was listed as a pace car. I don't know what I'm showing you my notes for. So I didn't know that this car had a promo kit. I mean, ours was plastic. There's our body right there. Nice car. It's a nice model. When I unboxed it, it didn't have any rock. I mean, the headlight housings are really cool looking. Same way with your tail light housings. um, and then there was a sedan delivery type of a model that had the same type of front end, but it had I'm just getting it out of the package. So I had the same type of front end as this, but where the roof stops right here, it went back to sort of like a delivery vehicle. It had a back hatch and everything. That was listed as a 1953, same as this car here. But then Lindbergh produced a kit, and according to ScaleMates, it was 1998. But like I said, I don't know if I was reading it correctly. The copyright on this box said, I believe it said 97, if I remember correctly from when I started the video. Let's get a look here. Yeah, 1997. So the box art calls ours a 1953, but in ScaleMates it says Lindbergh was also covering 1952 to 1954. Just a general body shape. Then it looks like Lindbergh re-released this exact kit with different box art. The car was black instead of red. So it's cool looking box art too. But it was a 2013 release, according to what I found for information. And finally, it was released again by AMT as a Coca-Cola car in 2019. So that's cool. As I've stated, the actual car was produced from 52 to 54. I got just a little bit of whoops, I went backwards in my notes, not forwards. So one of the more notable features of this car was when Ford produced it, they produced it without a B pillar. And I didn't actually believe that when I saw those facts. So I started looking up pictures of people that had the original car and had done like reproductions of it. And the part that looks like a B pillar in here is actually just a piece of trim, like a piece of almost like chrome trim that hooks onto the glass. So this car only comes with an A pillar and a C pillar. They deleted the B pillar. So that's really cool, I thought. And that rolls down when you roll the windows down. I found that this car came with two engine options. It came with an inline six and also a V8. This one, I believe, comes with the V8. That's cool. I didn't see that in the unboxing. It's actually got the gas cap right there in the back. That's neat. So this car comes. We'll look at the instructions here before I say something. Yeah, so this car gets the V8. There's your V8 assembly right there. So you get a 215 cubic inch inline six, or you get the 239 V8. And I found that they each had 110 horsepower. The V6 was listed to have 101 to 110. I don't know why there's a range there, but there was. The V8 is listed as 110. Uh, with almost all of my Trivia Tuesdays, I've wanted to know the numbers, the production run. So there was a couple. Delivery. Nope, forget that. So there was a couple of different production runs. So there was the coupe, which showed a production run of 38,197. There was something called a two-door, not a two-door, but like a Tudor. I don't know if I'm saying it right. There's the note right there. That showed a production run of 124,866, and then your sedan, your station wagon delivery was 3,277. So that was cool. And I also only found so the wagons seemed to indicate that they had a 60 horsepower V8, and I didn't find cubic inches for that. It just said 60 horsepower V8. So I thought that was cool. I mean, I guess they must have got around, you know. I mean, doesn't seem like a lot of horsepower. And I had an ATV that had 36 horsepower, so that's more than half of this. So there was a lot of colors listed for the year of this car. I think there was 28 color options for this car. I looked up some of the more popular ones. There was something called Culver Blue Poly. I thought that was a really nice color. That looked really good in some of the images that I looked up. There was another one called Hawthorne Green. Now, you guys all know I like green. There's another one called Hawthorne Green Poly. That was a really, really nice color. And then there was something called a Mexicali Maroon Poly. Another really nice color. Carnival Red Poly. Nice color. It looked more like a pink to me than a red. But I have trouble with grays and blues. I was looking at something the other day, and I was certain it was blue. My wife tells me it was gray. Then there was something called a Shannon Green Poly, another nice color, and then the Timberline Green Poly. That was another color that popped out to me. The Polynesian Bronze. I really liked that Polynesian Bronze. Kind of reminded me of you can't really see it because it's in the middle, but the Mustang that we built about a year ago. I think out of the greens, I really appreciated the Hawthorne green the best, and so that's a contender if I were to build this car. And I do plan to build this car at some point, for sure. So that pretty much closes out what I did for trivia on this car. I tried to mix a little bit of the actual car detailers with a little bit of the kit details. I think what I'm going to be doing, because I'm getting a little busy, and I'm trying to really focus my efforts and focus the channel. So I think moving forward, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the Kit of the Month and Trivia Tuesday into one video when I do a Trivia Tuesday. I don't always have time. Like, it took me a minute to do this research in between working and between doing stuff with the family. So I think moving forward, what I'm going to try to do is when I actually do a Trivia Tuesday, I'm going to do the Trivia Tuesday and Kit of the Month combined. Probably will be about once every 2 or 3 months that I do a Trivia Tuesday. Guess that's pretty much all I've got for now. So I guess I'll close the video out. Thank you. I appreciate you following along. Hopefully you followed along to the end. Drop me a comment, drop me a like, maybe subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And until we see each other again, everyone out there be safe and everyone be blessed. And thank you for watching.